Hello, what is going on, guys? I am the CHALL and welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be talking about a potential trade deal, a rumoured trade deal involving the 76ers and the Trailblazers star CJ McCollum. Now before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into this video. So this is a news article, a rumour of an NBA trade which involves a draft pick and a couple of stars in the trade as well. So because the NBA season is currently not happening, doesn't mean that trade deals aren't being sniffed around, and this is another rumoured trade deal. Now I'm going to be speaking about all the stats in the article and also my thoughts about if this is good for all sides. So let's get started with the facts. Now this article is actually from fadeawayworld.net, and basically, considering their current reality, the Trailblazers may be working harder than anyone else in the trade market. After making an appearance in the Western Conference Finals a year ago, the team has been marred by injury, inconsistency and poor chemistry throughout this entire campaign. As things stand now, they are on the outside looking in on the playoff picture and a move inevitable at this point. Though they have several options, their biggest trade chip is scoring guard CJ McCollum, who would need help a lot of teams in need of shooting. One particular scenario pointed out by Andy Bailey of Bleacher Report involves a deal with the 76ers. So the Trailblazers would receive Al Horford, Matisse Thybulle, and the 2020 second round pick via the New York Knicks or the Brooklyn Nets. The 76ers received CJ McCollum. If the Blazers use the top pick to replace CJ McCollum with Anthony Edwards or LaMelo Ball, then this trade would beef up their front court, Bailey wrote. Rookie Matisse Thybulle already looks like an elite defender, 12th overall in 538 defensive ratings, and Al Horford's ability to the man, the 4 or the 5, and play inside or out makes him a fit with any of Jusuf Nurkic, Zach Collins or Nasir Little. With one trade, Portland could jump from 27th in defense efficiency in the upper half. For the Blazers, it would address their biggest weakness, which is the defense. They rank 27th in that department and has been their bane all season long. While this deal may not most Blazers fans have in mind, it would surround Damian Lillard and Jusuf Nurkic with depth and defensive-minded players. Of course, the upside for Philly is more noticeable. In CJ, they get a bona fide scorer and playmaker to pair with Simmons in the backcourt that should add some much-needed perimeter talent to the roster. Regardless, it'll be interesting to see what both teams are able to do in the months ahead. So that, my friends, is the article. Now, I personally believe that CJ McCollum would be a fantastic fit for the Philadelphia 76ers. It would help their shooting boots. It would help their shooting trainers, should we say. And, yeah, the actual receiver for, the Trailblazers, they've got a young defender in Matisse Thybulle. They get an experienced player in Al Horford, and of course they get that 2020 second round pick via the Brooklyn Nets or the New York Knicks. Now, obviously, like I said, it would be great on the defensive side for the Trailblazers, but this is something I was discussing about on Instagram with Mojo99_, who's the basketball YouTuber from America who's got like 40,000 subscribers. So thanks for, putting that clap emoji into the Giannis Antetokounmpo video that I did. And I'm glad you enjoyed the other video that I did in the past couple of days as well. With the trade deal involving the 76ers, the Raptors and the Warriors. So I'm really glad that you enjoyed that, and I can't believe you love watching the videos, so thank you very much for that, mate. Make sure you go and subscribe to him as well. Put him in the description down below. He's got around 40,000 subscribers, I believe, so please go and support him. He's a great YouTuber. He's a good YouTuber. So, and he actually put up a good point with the trade deal involving Simmons and the Golden State Warriors. The 76ers wouldn't give up Ben Simmons. Just like I know the Trailblazers would not want to give up CJ McCollum. And I know the Trailblazers would want to get higher up in the draft. So it's a bit of a difficult situation because I'm sure they want to keep one of their better players in CJ McCollum, but they do want to get further up the draft to get a better prospect to help with their defending. Now, like I said, the defending has been a bit of a bane for the Portland Trailblazers. Now, of course, the Trailblazers do, in fact, need a defensive player, a defensive-minded player. Now, if they don't manage to get in Matisse Thybulle and the 2022nd round pick in the NBA draft via the Knicks or the Nets, and they have to keep CJ McCollum rather than give him to the 76ers, what would be plan B for the Trailblazers to improve their defence? Obviously, the 76ers will have to have a plan B for their market and what they're looking for, which I spoke about in previous videos. If Simmons goes, if Simmons stays, you know, if they don't get a shooter in perimeter who's best in perimeter shooting like a Kyle Lowry, you know, are they going to look in the draft for future prospects in that? Same with the Trailblazers for me. If it's not the draft, if they look at the draft and they get a youngster but who's not quite ready yet, and they don't bring in someone like a Matisse Thybulle from the 76ers, what would be their plan B, or should I say plan C, if you involve the draft as well? Well, their plan C would be the free agents. Now, I'm going to speak about free agents in a future video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But my sort of bane here, my sort of bane with this plan C, I call it, is, are you going to get the best defensive player you can? It all depends on salary cap. And obviously at this stage, with the current pandemic, salary cap isn't something being discussed at the minute with the NBA for next season. So obviously there's loads of theories and predictions and speculation about the salary cap for next season for teams, especially the Knicks and other teams in the NBA. So the salary cap is being talked about a lot of times in the recent weeks. But I think depending on the salary cap depends what free agents they can go for the Trailblazers. So it all depends basically on this trade deal. If CJ McCollum stays and they don't get this young up-and-coming elite defender in Matisse Thybulle, who I believe would be a good fit for the Trailblazers, however, would the 76ers be willing to let him go without having to trade him? Would the 76ers be able to release him and the Trailblazers get him? Or would they be able to offer him, would the Trailblazers be prepared to offer all their 2020 draft picks, so they don't get anyone in the NBA draft this year, to bring in Thybulle to improve their defence? Is that a good solution? Comment down below if you think so. But it should be very interesting to keep tabs on this situation. Now, before we get into the end of the video, I want you to share your thoughts on this. Do you think that Thybulle is going to the Trailblazers? Do you think McCollum is going to the 76ers? Do you think Trailblazers moving up the draft to get Anthony Edwards or LaMelo Ball? And do you think that Ben Simmons will stay at 76ers as well? Sort of going off from the previous video as well. Do you think Simmons is staying with Philadelphia as well? Comment down below. I'll reply to every single comment like I always do. For now, guys, thank you very, very much for watching another NBA video. I am the CHALL. Please like, comment, subscribe. Goodbye.